What's good, everyone? So this Yuna deck in Standard is ridiculously fun to play and can actually be quite competitive. It only works so well because we have some big and gargantuous enchantment creatures in the format right now. This deck covers some crucial elements in the game which makes it so successful at getting to your win conditions. This Yuna deck excels at board control, mana ramp, reanimation, and board presence. The complete superfecta. Coming up in just a sec, I'll demonstrate how this deck can overtake opponents with multiple threats in ranked standard matches. So do consider subscribing to the channel for incredible deck lists and strategies, and tap that like button for Magic the Gathering. Let's go! Selesnya color combos are seeing so much play in Standard right now, and Yuna Hope of Spira is a favorite amongst the combination. She's finally able to remain competitive with this deck list as we optimize a few areas to make it work even better, and be completely rotation ready for Edge of Eternities release. This deck ramps very well amongst many of its incredible features. We use 4 Llanowar Elves to help accelerate its purpose to be able to drop our Hauntwood's Overlord on turn 2. And of course, one of the main highlights of the deck and its interactions will have 4 Yuna Hope of Spiras in here. It can bring back any of our incredible enchantment creatures to carry out some of our win conditions. We have 2 of the biggest summons in this column, with 2 copies of Knights of the Round. We can either ramp into this by 5th or 6th turn, or cheat this into play with Yuna by the 4th. And the pretty much same goes for the 2 copies of our Bahamut. We can either ramp into him really quickly, or reanimate it into play on the 4th turn with Yuna as well. And this deck carries so much more flavor as we run 3 different Overlords. We use 2 Overlord of the Flood Pits for that amazing draw and discard ability. It helps us ditch cards into the graveyard and allows us to draw cards, which is much needed since the ban of the Beanstalk enchantment. Then we run 4 very essential Overlords of the Hauntwoods because its 3 mana impending ability is what makes us ramp so good. Plus, the best land token in the game that he drops will help fix our mana problems and activates both sides of the Verge lands. I'm really going to miss the domain abilities that it also interacts with, like what Leyline Binding has. Then we carry 2 Overlord of the Mistmoors because this deck will make him generate a ton of tokens for us to work with and to hit our opponents sideways with. And now for the 3rd column from the left, we have our global removal spells. As temporary lockdown is rotating out, we can steadily rely on these cards to destroy our opponent's board and their motivation. We carry 2 split ups because the choice of destroying either tapped or untapped creatures is such a clutch mechanism depending on your timing. And of course, we back it up with 2 Day of Judgments for a more no questions asked type of destroy all creatures. And with a cherry on top for another piece of control aspect in this deck, we utilize 1 Ultima. Standard is seeing a ton of artifacts in play currently, and this answers all of them perfectly. Then on the 2nd column from the left, we have our self-mill and life gain cards. 4 Dredger's Insight is incredibly amazing for digging through the deck to find either Yuna or a land. It's so good for dropping massive creatures into your graveyard and ensuring that you have the mana to do it at the same time. The minor life gain helps curve our life pool away from many aggro decks in the format right now. And we run 2 Esper Origins because it synergizes with this Yuna deck super well in so many ways. An example, when it's flipped, the 2nd Age provides 2 additional mana during our main phase. And it just has to be acknowledged because the sudden ramp has gotten me out of gnarly situations by throwing down the likes of Bahamut out of nowhere. And on the left column here, we have our only instant spells. We return with the use of Parting Gust for its super good interaction with pretty much all of our creatures. This Parting Gust can flicker our creatures to either refresh our sagas back to their first age, or gets our Overlords enter the battlefield abilities to trigger again. Then of course just downright protecting any of them from spot or global removal spells. And I just have to mention that this card has an insane option of being an extremely good spot removal against our opponents when we provide a cheap gift. And with the way the meta is right now in Standard, running 2 of these Heritage Reclamations see a ton of play in crucial moments. And at worst, it's a 2 mana card that cycles itself. This Yuna deck list is super strong on the ramp, control, and reanimation aspect of the game. The value we get out of our enchantment creatures provide very comfortable win conditions when played and timed correctly. Let's go dominate a few games in the lobby. 2 really big creatures that we can't cast for a while here. I want to keep this because we can ramp into the Overlord of the Hauntwoods on second turn. What are they? Gruul aggro, I'm guessing? Third turn, we'll have 5 mana up. But I'm not sure if we can use it for anything right now. Emberheart Challenger. We really can't even play a single spell. I guess we'll just hit them for 1. Do I want to remove this? We'll just use Parting Gust and give him a fish. Good, a card he can't really use. Nice. That was a good draw with the Overlord. We can just hard cast this. Hit him for 1. Now there's a threat on the board he really needs to take care of. 2 damage? Should I just block it? Oh, not like I can, really. He just removed it. Oh, look at that. Another land. Wow. We ramped into Knights of the Round pretty quick here. That was a really good draw with a land. If we draw another one, we can actually summon Bahamut next turn. This guy's done a good job removing all our Overlords. I don't think he knows my Knights of the Round has Indestructible here. Yeah, I don't think he knew that. Oh, look at that. Good game. That was just straight ramp. Yeah, I think I can start with this hand. I definitely like the Llanowar. Give us a really good starting ramp. Alright, that fixes our mana a bit. And that enables our Verge. Another Yuna. Not so useful. Now we'll just impend Overlord of the Mistmoors. Pretty good third turn move, I'd say. Wow, our opponent plays Temporary Lockdown, but it's going to rotate out very soon. No matter, we'll just keep going with Llanowar Elf. However, we would have liked the land better. So I'm guessing our opponent is running some sort of Abzan deck. Seems kind of janky, I don't know what they're doing. Like, is it just me, or does every single deck kind of have a reanimation aspect to them these days in Standard? Like, everyone has to use graveyard removal, or else we're kind of doomed. Oh, wow. This guy casts his own Overlord of the Hauntwoods? He's a bit bigger than me right now. Should I feign an attack? Yeah. See if he takes it or blocks it, and then we'll just use Split Up to remove everything. Alright, he blocks it. That's okay. We have Yuna to bring it back next. Let's just cast another Mistmoors to get a couple more tokens. Their Fenrir's gonna die. And they don't get to draw an extra card, so that's perfect. Wow. Hard casts the Virtue. Okay. I gotta pay attention to everyone's graveyard. So let's take our own Overlord back before he steals it with his Virtue of Persistence. Luckily we have our Yuna that we're ready to play right now. So let's just Use Fabled Passage to bring in a Plains. Worst case scenario, we have Ultima to wipe the board clean. But right now, since we have some presence, we'll just attack with everything. That's great. Now we'll bring in Yuna. We'll take our Hauntwoods back. We'll create a land. Alright. Let's see. What's our opponent going to bring back? His own Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Not looking very threatening to us right now. He has some Mist Wars as well. Alright. Bahamut. There's no way we can ditch our Knights or Bahamut into the graveyard at the moment. So the most we can do is probably attack. I think we actually got this. If we just swing in with everything pretty much. I think we're good. Technically can swing in with Yuna as well. But I might just keep her behind. Yeah. This way they are pretty much done for. Lots of trade-ups here. We might have actually won if we did swing in with Yuna as well. But no matter. We'll bring back our own Mistmoors at the end of the turn. And that'll help us create a couple more tokens. Ooh, a Bahamut. Nice. He's probably going to take down our Yuna with it. So maybe it was good that we didn't offer her up in the last turn. There goes Yuna. That was a pretty good draw here. We can just hardcast Knights of the Round right now. Oh, looks like we didn't have to do anything. We pretty much had it that turn. Good game. Not too many cards to play right off the bat. On the draw. Might have to play a more controlling stance with this. Oh, great. Another land. So at least we're good for lands for the next 5 turns. Hopefully they don't pop off too much. Tama Cole, Honor Guard? I haven't seen much of that play. What is that? Enduring Innocence already. Okay, well at least that gives us a target for Heritage Reclamation. We'll take the 3 from their Honor Guard. And I guess we'll just destroy the Enduring Innocence. Too bad it doesn't actually exile it. Okay, that's a pretty good draw with the Hauntwoods. I think we'll have to opt for that or else we won't have anything to play. Cool. If anything gets too out of hand, we'll just wipe the board with Day of Judgment. Okay, it's a Selesnya Aura deck. They get pretty big pretty fast. Might be pretty safe to kind of do a board wipe right now. Should I use Day of Judgment or Split Up? Split Up will only take one of them out. That can buy us some time. This way we can play Overlord of the Flood Pits, which I think I'll probably do. It's okay if this Overlord dies. We have Yuna to bring it back. Ah, great. We got some cards to mill. We'll just drop Esper Origins so that we can flashback right away. Esper Origins is actually just pretty good for only its flashback. Its regular 2 mana play is not so good. Oh, they're using a Shard Mage's Rescue already. I wonder why. Okay, I see. Just to make it as big as possible this turn. I think I'll have to offer up our Overlord of the Flood Pits here. Armored Armadillo. I still think that's a really good card. He didn't attack! I guess he didn't want his Honor Guard to die? Because I totally would have blocked. Alright, actually now we can kind of do a feign. We can attack with our Flood Pits first to kind of get him tapped. Let's see what we'll discard the Dredger's Insight. We don't need another one. And let's see if they block with anything. If they don't, they take a clean 5, which they do. And then we use Split Up to destroy all untapped creatures. Yeah, now they're thinking, oh crud, I should have blocked. That was a clean wipe. Now let's use Dredger's Insight. Sick. We'll just take a Fabled Passage. We can actually get an island to come into play next. And at the end of next turn, our Hauntwoods will come into play. So also another choice to kind of just wipe the board again. Maybe we'll wait though, because they have quite a bit of cards in their hand. Okay, we'll get that island as mentioned. Maybe I should draw a couple cards first. Let's do that. Holy smokes, 3 Yunas. Maybe we'll discard one of these this time. And we get another Dredger's Insight. Yeah, maybe we'll mill some. Do we have enough mana for that? I think we do. Come on, give us something good. Yes! Bahamut. Just what we need. Come on out, Yuna. And give us a nice summon. And that tied up the game. On to the next one. Solid. Good hand to go first with. Kind of need another blue mana here just so that we can use Overlord of the Flood Pits. That's alright. Actually, maybe we'll just cast another Llanowar. The Willow Rush Verge first. I guess we'll hit them for 1. Not the best, actually. We're kind of off color for our Overlords. I guess the best play right now would be just to summon Yuna. 3rd turn Yuna. Nothing else special we can do. We need an Overlord. If we draw a blue mana next turn, we're going to have 4th turn Bahamut. I'm not sure if we're going to be that lucky to draw a blue mana right now. Oh, that's too bad. But you know what? That's just as good. Overlord of the Hauntwoods. This way we can generate a land that can produce the blue mana. So I guess 5th turn we'll be able to summon Bahamut by discarding it and casting our Overlord. They might actually have a global spell that can destroy everything right now. 4 mana and they have 2 white. Okay, they just summoned Beza. Not very scary for us right now. Okay, maybe we'll attack first with the Overlord. It's okay if it dies. And then we'll just hardcast the Overlord of the Flood Pits. Draw 2 cards and discard our Bahamut. And then Bahamut will come into play at the end of our turn. You know what? Maybe we'll just impend it so that we can cast our Llanowar as well. Oh, hello. Let's just impend this Hauntwoods as well. Nice. And then we'll bring in Bahamut. We'll destroy the authority of the consoles. And the opponent scoops. That's a good game. Alright, this looks like more of a controlling hand, but a good amount of lands and cards to actually play. Yeah, What are we up against? Golgari? Looks like toxic. So we don't have too many turns to do much here. We might have actually kept a good hand. Okay, so I think we need to get a plains. Just so that we can use Flood Farm Verge. We want to get 2 white mana up as quickly as possible. Yeah, look at that. 3 poison counters already on the second turn. Which one to play? Yeah, we'll play that. We'll use a Parting Gust right away, actually, because Finn the Fangbearer is quite annoying. Each instance will give us 2 additional counters. I don't think I'm down for that. We'll let them attack, and then we'll give them a cheap gift to exile his Finn. Overprotects! Oh no! Wow. 3rd turn. So basically, next turn, if I don't do anything, I'm gonna die. It's probably good that he uses Overprotect now. So we can just use Split Up to wipe the board. Yep. There's no way it would have won without this card right now. That did all the heavy lifting just now. Now we can actually build our board. What do I want to do here? I definitely want to summon my Llanowar, but I only have 1 green mana. Maybe Esper Origins is the way to go? Should I leave the mana on top? I mean, there's nothing really I can pull back with the Yuna right now. Maybe we should put the plains into the graveyard? Yeah, let's do that. A little risky. Maybe I should have used Dredger's Insight. Yeah. Dredger's Insight might have been the best one, but at least this way we get to flashback Esper Origins, so it gives us a couple more mana in the next turn. Oh, look at that. That's a good one. Okay, we'll drop Bahamut. I don't know if we'll need another Split Up. Yeah, we'll drop the Split Up as well. I think our opponent right now is struggling to kind of summon some creatures. Even if they do, I think we're okay. Great. A land off the top is a wonderful draw. So we're 1 poison counter away from losing the game. I can't believe they dropped 9 on us just by the 3rd turn. That's just ridiculous. 4th turn kill with poison counters? Yeah, I think our opponent's dry now. That Split Up earlier really did it. Too bad we don't have anything massive to cast right now, but luckily we do have Yuna. So maybe we'll just burn out the 3/2 green mana with Dredger's Insight. Build our graveyard a little more. I don't think our opponent has any graveyard removal right now, so I think we're in luck. That's a good hit with Esper Origins and Overlord of the Mistmoors. So we'll bring back a forest. And then let's throw down our Yuna. But actually beforehand, let's attack first. And then let's throw down our Yuna. Yeah, he did not have graveyard removal. I think this is a good game. Definitely don't want to destroy anything right now. Okay. Let's see if they have a Proliferate. If they... Oh, I'm so lucky they didn't have Proliferate. I would have died. Alright, I think with this it's a good game. Unless they have a spot removal. They gotta get past our ward, though. They did not. And that's a good game. Yuna is doing very well in this format right now. Let's go.